Hey everyone, it's Amanda with Americana Gardens, and today I am at Lowe's in the garden center. They have pretty much everything's like 50% off. So we're not going to cover the annuals because the annuals are not worth getting at this point, but we're going to look at the shrubs and the perennials, and I'm going to tell you what is good to buy right now. I'm actually in a zone 6 in Pennsylvania, and we had 2 light frosts already. Our average first frost date is October 15th, and we're in the tags as well, because the tags are important and that you read them and you understand them, especially if you're planting this time of the year. The mackerel, they got a huge selection of mums. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love mums, and I love these fountain grasses that they put in there too. I love that red burgundy color. Oh, and these tin pots, they're super cool. But I mean, the mums are done. Like, these are done. There's no sense in even paying half off. You know, they're just done. But these Monrovia ones, look how super fluffy they are, and look at, like, they turn colors, they turn purple, white to purple. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, here I see a sign right up here, 50% off select roses, but there are shrubs that are 50% off as well. This sedum, this autumn joy sedum is just a classic. Look at all the pollinators on that still. Whoa, look at all these, I suppose they're honeybees. But I mean, there has to be at least 20 bees just living life. Definitely a perennial in my area. Yeah, summer and fall. Anyway, so when you're looking at tags, cold hardiness, that's the zone you want to know. Like your zone 3, this plant is a zone 3, so it's good to like -40. That's cold. The height, mature size, spacing, fertilization, which is kind of weird that they would even have this fertilization every 6 to 8 weeks, because guess what? An autumn joy sedum is actually a succulent. You put it in the ground and you forget about it. Actually, if you wanted to, you could actually cut some of these off and stick them around. Just stick them directly into the ground. The stem, you don't have to do anything to them, and they will actually just become more bushier and stuff. Really cool. I gotta stop touching that. There's bees on it. I'm gonna get stung again. I got stung the other day. Okay, but anyway, so the cold hardiness, because we're already in our, you could plant until the ground is frozen, but really I think like right now you don't want to push any. I'm in a zone 6, so I probably wouldn't want to get zone 6 stuff because it's not going to have enough time to root in. Plus, I know for a fact that during the fall, the workers change usually for like taking care of the plants, and they stop watering them. You don't want to stop watering your plants in fall. You can lessen the water, but you don't want to stop it altogether. Roses are in bloom this time of year too, so let's see the double knockout roses. Okay, zones 5 through 11. So I would plant that, mulch it up real good. You could actually bury them. You could actually bury them like right here. Like you could give them a good mulching. They'll be fine. And water, guys. If you're planting right now, water. Okay, and this is a Hot Lips sage. Yeah, ooh, isn't that pretty? That's a pretty one. It's it kind of looks like Gara. Almost looks like a Gara, right? Okay, so mounding perennial. See, okay, it says perennial right here, okay? Let's flip this over. Cold hardiness, 22. Actually, it's only good in zones 1 through 7, down to 20 degrees or 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a false advertising. False advertising. I'm in a zone 6, and they're selling this as a perennial. Okay, which means I will come back every year. In a zone 6. Non-hardy in zones 1 through 7 even says that, but then on the front it says perennial. They shouldn't even have this in the store marketed as that, in my opinion. That's why it's important to read the tags. Not just this part, but this part, and knowing your growing zone. Because you'll buy a plant and waste your money because it will die. Wrong zone. Champagne wishes. Alright, zone 4, this is actually a much better bet to plant this type of rose than it is the knockout rose that I was looking for earlier. So honestly, I mean, this is a white rose. I don't have a white rose in my garden. Maybe I should pick one up. Alright, fall for planting. Lilies. This should be good, right? Yet, look how look how hardy they are. Down to -40. I mean, this is the plant you should get. And these are all going to be like, you know, if you bring them up to the store, they'll give them to you, clearance. Shasta daisies. Yeah, see, they have these marked. But anyway, non-hard. Yeah, this is another plant. This is a banger right here. 1 to 4. Non-hardy in zones 1 to 4. So I would plant that. I'd give it a shot. Shasta daisies. Oh, look at the sedums. You know what? I noticed that like the bees this time of year, they don't even care about like the Shasta daisies or like the sages. It's all about the sedums. Flowers. Look, this is the original color to it. Let's see here. Cool coloring, right? So you probably get them and they're like this right now and they're super pokey. But all these seeds, those seeds you could just scatter around and you lay it on top of the soil and they'll grow next year. But let's see what this thing says here. Yeah, they call it a perennial. It should be a perennial. What's the zone? Non-hardy in zones 1 through 3. So this is definitely a plant that's good to plant, but also one for the seeds. Yeah, I would totally get it for the seeds too. Let's go inside the outdoor garden. Inside the outdoor garden. Anyway. Alright, inside the garden center, things are pretty much cleared out. A lot of the annuals are cleared out. So, lots of mums left over. But honestly, I find Lowe's to be like really expensive with their mums. Like that needs water. But anyway, these still look nice, but they're bloomed out. I wouldn't even, like, mums are not even, like, they don't do anything for the area. They have asters, which is native. And that's a plant that, ooh, look, they come in the big pots like this. Okay. Asters. This is the native. Ooh. Cold hardiness. What do you guys think? Good in my zone? Yes, it is. Non-hardy in zones 1 through 2. And zone 6. This is good for planting. Beautiful flowers. Yeah, here's one kind of semi in bloom. It's like so frilly. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty plant. Some of these smoke bushes. See, that was like a almost bloom there. Got the new growth up here. It's very tender. Smoke bushes. I have one in my place, but it's kind of like not doing well where I put it. So let's see. Non-hardy zones 1 through 4. This is definitely a plant that if you're in a zone 6, you should totally get if you want it on clearance. They still have these like petunias and stuff out here. Or these celosias. Isn't this something wild though? Like I could kind of just want to cut the bloom stalk. Look at, even the stem is as red as the bloom. That's wild. But celosia is an annual, so I'm not going to bother with it. All plants, clearance sale. Greenhouse as marked. Oh, okay, except for the greenhouse. 50% off. All clearance plants. Oh, clearance plants. Clearance plants. Clearance plants. Speaking, oh, beautiful hydrangeas. Isn't that the most like just beautiful looking flower? Look how tiny they are in there. Oh, they're so beautiful. All the pollen's fallen. Ah. It's just the end of the season for them. So Yeah, endless summer. Some people love them, some people hate them. I found out that if I plant them, I have to wait like 2 years for them to even produce a bloom. Anyway, hardiness, -30 degrees. Zones 4 to 9. That's its zone that it prefers to be in. So this is definitely a plant if you want on clearance to come and grab. Creamy and purpley and pinky. Ooh. Ooh, beautiful. Look at these. Oh, yes. Yes, these are so beautiful. Oh, look at these blooms. Bloom in the spring, bloom in the fall, and then they put on a fall color. Look, there's still buds coming out. Yeah, look at the fall color. The red. This is amazing. And I think what? Okay, $17.98 clearance, half off. So $9 for this, and it's an evergreen in my area. That's a total win. That's a total win. So let me just see. Hardy in zones USDA, zone 6A through 10. Okay, so this is actually something important to address. The A, you might see an A or a B after the zone number. But yeah, this is like fire with the coloring. Beautiful, beautiful. Hollies. I don't even think there are any tags left on these hollies. Let's see here. What to do? Okay, yeah, you would just have to Google it because there's no tag. Holly osmanthus. That's the type. And look it up on your phone to see what kind of zone it is. They don't have it. Ooh, look at the hollies with the produces the black berries. That's different. Northern Beauty. Ooh. Non-hardy in zone 1 through 4. Okay. I'm in zone 6. This is definitely gonna be okay. But I really like this. Ooh, with those berries. That's different. I usually see the hollies with the red berries. You know, that's like the classic. But the black, I think this is the only one that they have like that too. See, this is the holly with the red berries. But yeah, I really like that other one. The black berries. That's special. Yeah, that is so pretty. That is pretty. So half off, come to like $15 roughly after taxes and that. And it wants full sun too. I think I might have a place for you. Yeah. Sorry, they're like unloading a truck. That's what you hear back there. These are kind of wild looking to me. And like, I mean that in a good way. Because look at the coloring of the leaves here. This is the newer growth. And it kind of has this Distillium. Yeah, I talked about this plant before. I know that's Cinnamon Girl Distillium. It's a plum purple new growth. Turns blue-green as leaves mature. So, but zone 7. Okay, so this is marked as like perennial shrub to come in my area. Zone 7. It would die. I'm a zone 6. It needs warmer weather. And the heat zone, zone 9. Yeah, this is a tough plant to put. You have to be in a very, very specific area to have this grow successfully in your garden, which is a shame because look at that. That's beautiful coloring. Look at those babies. Wow. I'm gonna take a look at those in a minute. Oh, this is like a Nandina bamboo. Zone 6, yeah, so it's kind of like borderline. You could plant it, just keep it watered. Even though it says drought tolerant, if you're planting right now, water. Actually kind of neat. Let's see here. Cobalt and Gold. It's a deciduous shrub. Well, let me see. US hardiness zone 4 through 7. Okay, so, you know, zone 6, this would work in my area. This would work in my area. This is the blooms. That's actually pretty. It's a pretty plant. And it's small, 2 by 3. And I guess there is some fall color to the leaves as well. Burning bush here. You got that class. Oh, look, I just ripped off the leaf. Sorry. But burning bush, you get this burning fire color on it. And then these are the seeds here. This has actually been deemed invasive. So I'm really surprised that they have it for sale. This might be the last year that you would actually see it for sale, unless it was a sterile kind, but you can see it's producing. So anyway, definitely cold hardy. I would plant it, but I'm not going to because it's deemed invasive. It's causing problems in the local ecosystem. More coneflowers. It's on their last leg essentially, but those colors are pretty. They are pretty. I love, love, love the yellow. Love it. Alright, and we also have some of these rhododendrons. Oh, that's a beautiful pink. 37 bucks. Non-hardy in zones 1 through 4, so I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Look at the sea of red right here. Oh, you are a beauty. You are a beauty. First Editions. This is the brand. Oh, that's really annoying in the background. It's called the Jade Parade Sand Cherry. So this is more of like a ground cover. Okay, height 2 to 3 feet tall, drought tolerant, fragrant, full sun. Ooh, look at those blooms too. And the zone 3, heat zone 7. Oh, see again, that's gonna be a tough area, but I think I would try it. I would try it. Just because that fall color is just, And then they have fragrant flowers. Oh yeah, you sold me. Cute little pansies. You know, oh, you got all of the little pansies. This bamboo stuff is wild. That is pretty, and it's an evergreen. Nandina. Okay, hardiness 0. So non-hardy in zones 1 through 5. Yeah, that's a pretty one. That's pretty. To have that as an evergreen too? What? Yeah, the coleus is done. It's too cold for coleus. Coleus is done. Hello, pansy. You're so beautiful. A nest spruce. Ooh. This is nice. This is nice. By Monrovia. Alright, 5 feet tall, 6 feet wide. Yo, it goes down to a zone 2. A zone 2. -50? Wow. This is a great time to shop for evergreens too, because all your leaves are like falling. You can kind of see the bare works of your garden. Skybox, evergreen, Japanese holly. There's so many Japanese hollies. Okay, so not hardy to -10. -10, zone 6 through 8. That's a borderline plant. That's definitely one that you want to baby over the winter and protect if you would get it. Burnums, they're good. Look at those berries. They have beautiful fall color too, like a deep burgundy, and they actually have pink berries on some of them. Let me see. I wouldn't mind grabbing a few more of these. It would come down to like 13 bucks. They don't have a tag on it. So they don't tell, yeah, see? There's no tags on it. People. So this is why this plant will sit here, because there's no tags to tell people what hardiness zone or even what the plant is. But I know for a fact that this would survive in my area. Oh, and the beautiful dark leaf Weigelia, wine and roses, beautiful. You know what, Weigelia? I wonder. Yeah, I got some Weigelias. Yep, I do. USDA zone 4 through 8. So this is definitely a good one to plant. Summer wine 9 bark. Look at that coppery color. Oh, 9 barks. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at those blooms that you'll get in the spring. Oh, look at that. I mean, come on, guys. Look at that. Checkmark Trilogy. This is like 3 different colors blooming on one Weigelia. It looks a little worse for wear, that's for sure. It's like one of the roughest looking ones. But still good to plant. This is another Nandina. Now see, there's Nandina that will stay small, and then there's Nandina that will grow very tall. I was at Hershey Gardens and they had a Japanese garden. They had Nandina in it. So there's no tag on this type that would say what kind it is. I mean, you know, you could have some that will grow like 2 feet high at the most, and then you'll have some that will grow like 10 feet high. Kind of want to know what you're planting. But again, you could always take the name and just Google it yourself. Coreopsis still here. Nice. Yep, definitely safe to grow in my area, zone 6 again. And look at these boxwoods, or these junipers. Yeah, those are neat. Those are neat. I would still plant them 1 to 4, zone 1 to 4. I'm in zone 6, or I'm in zone 6. It's not hardy to zones 1 through 4, and it has this interesting like structure. Like, it's kind of wonky looking. But, you know, for 15 bucks, evergreen. It's lemony thread cypress. Beautiful. Very, very hardy and resistant, and just a great plant overall. Definitely worth planting now. You're good. You're good. You're in the buffer zone. You're good. Oh, Gazania, Colorado Gold. Look. Okay, that's interesting. And then they have these right here. Like, isn't that such a pretty little flower? This has to be separate. Gazania. Okay, well, some of them have that black lining. Yeah. And then some don't. That's a pretty plant. Let's see the non-hardy in zones 1 through 4. Oh, it's good to go. Good to go. Oh, and those are some more asters over there. Check out. This is what I'm saying. Like, these are beautiful. I wouldn't even invest in any annuals right now. Nope. These should just really be tossed. Alright, so when I was out here earlier, I actually forgot to venture to this side. These are some viburnums. Zone 5. Look, they have that dark red foliage. And then, ooh, 9 barks. Oh, this is like that jet black. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. And look at those two together with that red and black. If you plant them together, and they'll actually do well together. Product. Hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are usually pretty good in my area. This is the limelight one. Yeah, I think they're good down to like -30 or something. -40. Yeah, that's the fall color of the blooms. Then you get like the yellow leaves. These are so super hardy. A crepe myrtle. I'm glad I saw this. Okay, crepe myrtle. Beautiful plant to have in like the Carolinas. In zone 6 where I am, it will not last. Yeah, non-hardy in zones 1 through 6. It is not hardy in my area, but they have it labeled here as, you know, a plant that will come back every year, like a shrub, you think, but it's not. It's not. But cool foliage for the fall, but it's not worth the money. Ooh, look at this wild color. Wow. That fall color. This is a Chardonnay Pearls. I have a Chardonnay Pearls. Mine doesn't do this. The new growth is like a yellow green, and then the fall color is red. Yeah, that is just wild. Spring flowers on the shrub. Hardiness zone 5 through 8, so I'm in the middle. It would work. That's cool. They all have it too. It's not just like a fluke in the plant. I just never seen that. So that is a wrap for this video. Hopefully you learned, like, pay attention to the tags. Even if they say it's an annual, perennial, check your zone, know your temperatures, know your zone. And if you like it, hit subscribe, and I'll check you next time. Bye.